I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
So Terry's still trying to get in here. He hasn't got in yet. Looks like we're ready to start. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final round robin game here at the Saville Grand Prix. Looking forward to what should be a great game tonight with Kaitlyn Laws, minus Kaitlyn Laws for a little while, as she's off for a few weeks to give birth to her second child, against Kerri Einarson, who is sitting at 2-1, Laws sitting at 3-0. I would suggest Einarson has to win to have a shot at the playoffs. Not 100% sure of that yet. We don't have the format exactly for the playoffs yet, so we hope to get that sometime soon here and be able to pass that along. But we know that Laws is sitting pretty well at 3-0, but should Einarson beat Laws, then they would both be 3-1, and if there's a tiebreaker to be had, I would expect the tiebreaker would go in favor of Laws by virtue of the head-to-head records. But that's all if Kerri manages to win this one. My name is Jim Nix, and I am doing this game from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. My partner, Terry Corbin, is located in Brantford, Ontario, should be joining us here shortly. Just trying to get his link to work properly. And he'll be very excited to watch this game. We've done all of the Anderson games, actually, in this Bonspiel. It's not the norm, but it's very interesting. So seems to be pretty much the trend in this event that teams have started the first end with a very clean, usually very clean first end. Sometimes it changes by accident more than by design, but just looking here, it looks like Einarson has hammer, is what I was going to say. We mentioned, I'm sure you know by now, that Kaitlyn Laws is not playing, and Becca Hebert has subbed in to play with the team this weekend, and I believe for the next week or two, depending on what they're playing in. They will have the Grand Slam next weekend, so she'll certainly be for that. She's still playing second stone. Charleston Peterman move up to play third, and Selena Negevin moving into the skips position. They're going to have to go hard to make this one curl enough to get a piece, and they do. So great sweeping effort there by Val Sweeting, I think. No. The team's wrong here. Everybody's got sweatshirts on tonight. Changes things up, but I think Einarson just going in the rings again. Or sorry, Law's going in the rings again. Einarson will proceed to hit that. Ice has been very consistent this week or these last couple of days. I guess we've just been here for a couple of days. Feels a little bit longer than that, but very consistent. Nice curl. Not crazy hard curl, but nice curl. And you can pretty much make whatever you want to make. And it doesn't look like anybody's getting fooled too often. So since we don't hear them chatting necessarily, then it's a little bit hard to tell sometimes, but outturn hit here for Peterman. Chelsea a very good game earlier today. When we did her game, she had an excellent game. Made a number of big shots. Val Sweeting. Val's left-handed, so Val's in turn. Good solid shot. And she removes that. She will roll out, but Einarson looking to throw this one out into the wings a little bit. Move it around, see if she can maybe find a miss somewhere. Don't get a lot of open misses for sure at this level, but every now and then you do get one, and it usually comes when somebody's going to be in a position on the ice that they aren't familiar with, or it's a shot that requires a little bit of a different weight ice mix, and sometimes you'll get a miss that way. So good shot by Val there for a draw for the first stand. Kerri Einarson did lose earlier today, 5-3. In their game against, not sure. I'll have to check here. Yeah, don't have that in front of me, but she did lose 5-3. It was her third game. She was 2-0 up to that point. I get a miss here, and we do. So just as we talked about rarely getting a miss, Kerri Einarson does have an opportunity to sit two now. Selena Negevin, not too happy with her last throw, obviously, but just misses a wide open hit. And now Einarson with a chance to sit two. Kerri will split the house here, try to make them fairly level so there's no opportunity for a double. It's getting a little bit heavy, but should hold on. Well done. There is a slight opportunity to go after the double here, and you might see Selena do that. She certainly has the ability to throw very firm weight. Just has to be a little careful. You don't want to get too fancy and slide right by this in your efforts to get to over near the other rock or to remove the other rock, one of the two. And you don't want to slide right by is what I'm getting at. And you certainly don't want to drop three here in the first. So you got to make sure of the hit first. So Selena Negevin's last rock here in the first end. There it comes. This one they're trying to hold straight, so definitely going to make contact. Not a lot of weight, so she's really just playing a hit and a roll over in front of the other rock. Just a little bit safe. First one probably scared her off a little bit from throwing it too hard. She does force Kerri Einarson to at least hit and stay for her two here. So final rock of the first end. Just a straightforward hit and stay for an opening deuce. So let's wait. Sweeper's going just slightly hard clean. No problem for Kerri Einarson. She picks up her two here in the first end to lead 2-0 after one here at the Saville Curling Center.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
What do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We're back, and my partner Terry Corbin has managed to break through all the walls it takes to get into the system. Sometimes for us older guys, we'll say that. And welcome, Terry. We had a pretty wide open first end, except for one just a wide open miss by Selena Negevin, which gave Kerri a chance to get her deuce, and she did.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. I followed
Oh,
along.
yeah. Yeah. I thought you might be looking at a YouTube video or something, how to get in or whatever, but good you were able at least to see it, and good you could hear us, because I wasn't quite sure, because I have no sound on my screen here, and I just wasn't positive. So anyway, here we go. Einarson to the 4-foot. Negevin goes to the corner, and Einarson, rather, not Einarson. Einarson is putting up a center guard here.
Yeah, it's nice to get off to those good starts.
Yeah, and an important one for Kerri, too, as I mentioned at the start when we were just kind of waiting to get going and whatnot, that, Kerri's sitting at 2-1 right now, and Selena's at 3-0. And although we don't quite know what the format looks like for determining teams for the playoffs tomorrow, I know what we do know is that Einarson probably has to win this game to be playoff bound. So
does she? Yeah.
Well, I think she's going to be 2-1, so she needs to get to 3-1. There's a lot of teams at 3-0 in this as well. She may have a miss here, though. This one's going to have to curl a lot, and not going to get there. So Einarson has a chance to put a little bit more heat on the Laws team. I mentioned in the first stand earlier that Einarson had lost her previous game 5-3, and I didn't know who it was, and didn't have it in front of me. And I'll thank Sherry on our chat here for pointing out that it was Mila Plett.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I certainly don't know who that is. I've not had a chance to see them in action.
I think it's a very young team that maybe won the U21s in a year or so ago, if I recall. And I think if I'm right, I will check it out before I say that. Peel coming up here for Laws' team.
Mm-hmm. Trying to go over the top there and take the other yellow with her, but was unsuccessful.
So Kerri will put the draw back up.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that one's going to be fine.
This is where you'd like to, maybe at the fourth end break, interview Joanne and just say to her, like, how you feeling?
Yeah. Gone a long time without playing, and you jump into an event like this, and it's you don't just get to kind of coast. So
yeah,
not that she would ever do that. Oh, great shot here.
Yeah,
just a total end changer there. She gets rid of everything. Yeah, gone a long time without playing, and you jump into an event like this, and it's you don't just get to kind of coast. So
Yeah.
Not that she would ever do that. Oh, great shot here.
Yeah. Very good.
Just a total end changer there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Yeah, Becca Hebert's playing second stone, as we mentioned earlier. Val Sweeting's throwing the peel here, but this is looking like it might not peel. Well, and she will hit it on the nose and stay right there. Pretty sure you will now see Selena call the come around. Ask Jocelyn Peterman to go around the corner. Maybe set up her deuce.
It'd be nice to sink one here and put a little pressure on Val's second rock. They're on that right out of her hand. This does not look like it's going to get by.
No, she's going to be all over the top one.
Yeah.
Probably needed a hair more ice and need a little more weight as well. Hard to get those ones right this early in the game to get it perfect. It's a little bit tough sometimes.
Val gets a second chance to remove this corner guard.
Yeah, I would think she'll make this one a little better, a little more weight maybe. Curling hard though, and think she's going to be okay, and she is. So good shot for Val Sweeting. Not much to work with. There's a slight, you could call it a sliver guard out here on the corner, I guess. It could go around.
Not playing with a whole lot of ice here.
No, but I think if you went right around it, you'd probably only have an inch of the 12-foot, but Kerri might have to deal with it.
Oh, she will.
Jocelyn Peterman throwing third. Starting to curl. Tell you what, it's going to be in the neighborhood. It's going to be hard to get it over there behind the guard, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure enough. Pretty good run. Pretty good effort by Jocelyn. I say it was going to be really hard to come up with the perfect ice and weight combination for that shot. And even if you did, I'm not positive you could get it over far enough to be safe behind that guard.
Yeah, Kerri will try and remove this. I think I counted 7 teams that were either 3-0 or 3-1.
Yeah.
So I think you're probably bang on. It's probably a must win. I don't think you want to go to 2-2, and there may not be any chances at a tiebreaker. And I would imagine the tiebreaker is draws to the button, but
yeah, I think it is too. But it probably is head to head first, though, Terry. If it's normally
yeah,
what it is. Yeah, and with this for Einarson, if she wins this game, then she would be 3-1 as well as Selena, the team Laws, and would, if it came down to just those two teams, the tiebreaker might be head to head, and she would get in over top of Laws. But there's a lot of ifs there, because if you ended up with 3 or 4 teams tied there and they didn't all play each other, it would be difficult to kind of have that sort of a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and I think 3-1 you'd be feeling pretty good about your chances about moving on.
Yeah.
And And currently there's 10 teams that with 1 loss. So,
wow. Let's see.
yeah,
2-2 is not going to cut it for sure then.
yeah. Now, some of those teams may be playing each other, but
yeah, not maybe enough though.
I wouldn't leave it to chance.
No. So we got a little lock up here on our screen. Is Kerri or Selena rather throws her last, or should be her first one actually in this end. By the rock count.
There we go.
You did hit it. Did remove it. So Kerri Einarson now. We'll just throw this into the button.
Yeah, good practice shot.
Yeah.
Intern Drush probably chose to play her favorite turn. That's a good guess anyway. And if you're the opposing skip, you take note of those things.
Yeah. So Joanne Courtney and her sweeping partner having to go quite hard on that one to just get it to the rings.
Now, Selena Negevin will try and hit, roll out. Not sure if she noses it right on the beak, whether it stays outside the rings, but you don't want to be taking those kind of chances.
No, for sure.
Yeah, they didn't jump it. They kind of just brushing it lightly and keeping it clean, so it looks good, and it is. And we'll finish the second end with a blank.
Yeah, so Einarson will take a 2-0 lead into the third end when we come back.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
And we are back for end number 3 here at the Saville Grand Prix. With our game of Kerri Einarson and Kaitlyn Laws. Selena Negevin at the helm of the Laws team today. And She blanked the previous end, so she will retain hammer going into end number 3 here. As we mentioned, Laws sitting at 3-0. Einarson sitting at 2-1. In their final game of the round robin. Yeah, won't be too happy with that one.
Yeah, because it gets removed.
Yeah.
Giving your opposition a freebie.
Yeah, that's one thing the new rule does. It's no options or anything like that. That's what has to happen. So you don't get to just, not that you would, but you don't get to decide, I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Good looking shot here. She just squeaks it by. Kristen Karwacki. Play the freeze.
Yeah, she'll want to get some rocks in play and worry about maneuvering them and placing them in different spots as the end progresses. A lot of rotation on this.
It's a good looking shot. Doesn't bounce off. Just exactly what she wanted to do. So,
yep.
Well thrown.
Now, do you know, Jim, is Reed coaching this team?
No, I don't think he is this weekend. We haven't seen him here.
No, but I know we haven't seen him. But is he coaching the team?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. That's probably a Jerry question.
Yeah. I should know that, though. I've seen him on enough, but I just don't remember for sure. I know Selena's husband, Connor, does some coaching with their team.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen him for sure.
Yeah.
I have seen. I think when she beat Rachel at the slam, I think he was there.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Actually, I just had to double check there to make sure before I said that. I'm pretty sure he's still coaching them, and you're right. He would be when they go to the slams. He's a very busy guy. There's a few guys like that now.
God, yes.
Yeah, they're playing on one side and coaching on the other side.
Yeah, and I just had that confirmed. So
yeah.
Good shot. I mean, I'm sure that she's satisfied with that result. I thought maybe she might wait one more shot anyway, but now Kerri Einarson gets an opportunity to sit and lie too, potentially leave a double back.
Yeah.
Joanne doesn't look like she's missed a beat here.
It worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
She just nuzzled into her own and
Hmm.
sitting 2. Both behind the guard. Selena's going to opt to play the run back. It's a very good shot if you can make it. It'd be 1 sitting behind the guard and behind your guard, which would be a good spot. Don't love having to play it at 2-0 deficit, but it's just early enough that you can't really get silly here.
Yeah,
It's going to be close, not going to curl
have to
enough.
curl up a bit. You like to make sure you get at least 1 there.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, because now she really has nothing to work with, and
Yeah.
Kerri's looking to play a guard on this.
Val's out turn.
I was going to try to both get working the same way here. Didn't quite get to where they wanted to be, but not too bad. Looks like a hack weight shot, I think, judging by the hand of the foot.
Yeah, this is, one of those shots that a lot of people step up and want to make the double real quick. And I think really it's more important that you stay, and ideally, you get to either flop inside or roll towards that other rock. But she's hit it right on the nose and doesn't quite remove it by the looks of it.
Nice weight control, though. I think that's
I love
fine.
that. Yeah, because you really do have to stick around there.
Einarson now will look to remove this red. One good news here for Selena is that she can't really hit this and roll inside without causing herself some damage. So, but a good shot. Going to get really hard for Selena here, Negevent, to try to generate a deuce here.
Yeah, and she's opted to, throw peel weight here. I mean, I think I might be, half tempted to play kind of the same shot she played on the last one and try and get a roll in behind. You're going to leave that yellow one there, but playing it this way, you're probably, not staying. And
Yeah, you really need to at least get rid of both of those. Staying for sure would have been good. And if you weren't going to stay, you had to at least get rid of both so that you might still be able to sneak out of this with a blank somehow. But there's nothing that's really outdrawable yet. So Kerri Einarson will try to go around, make it a much tougher situation for Selena.
Yeah, we have a busy weekend across the country here. I mean, not only do we have 22 ladies teams here, we also have 16 men's teams. We have the Canadian Mixed Doubles Olympic Trials qualifier in BC. We have the Stu Sells Halifax Classic, the men and the women. We have an event in our province of Ontario, the Port Elgin Cash Spiel. So there's a lot of curling going on across the country.
There is. A little bit deeper than she wanted to be. Saw a little shoulder shrug there. She definitely wanted to be above the tee line on that shot.
Yeah, I think that's the call. How come my phone is going off? It's supposed to be on silence.
I don't know. It just happens. Long time to make this call. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the hang up is. I mean, unless she's just feeling that urge to play that double, but
Yeah.
I mean they well, I say they know the ice. I mean, they've watched some rocks go down here on that in turn, so I don't think where to put the brooms entering into the problem, but like you say, it's taken an awful long time.
Yeah, I think part of it was what you say, Terry. I think part of it was they were considering the double for a few minutes, and then it just wouldn't. Pretty hard to make the double and leave your rock in a good place that would make it possibly a chance to get out of the blank, get out of here with a blank, and you do have a little bit of a chance to get a couple here if you can make this one really good. So
yeah,
it seems like the only option really, but.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the only option or discussion would be like, where do we want this thing to end up? Do we want to freeze and give her an opportunity to come down? Do we want to be top button? Like, where do we want this rock to stop if we could walk it down?
I think that choice would be probably somewhere around the top of the button and certainly not hit this guard.
I would think, but this is going to have to go hard to get by, and it's not by.
No, that's not a good shot by Selena Negevin. Again, it probably, well, definitely a little bit light. And never really had a chance, so.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you her next one's probably going to be harder, so she'll better
That's right.
about that now. Kerri has a second chance at putting that rock exactly where she wants it. And that would be in the same place that Selena wanted it, and that would be top four.
Mm-hmm.
Top four buried would be perfect.
Now you see, they took about another probably 2 inches of ice.
Yeah.
And she's definitely by. I'd like to get this to the top of the button. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's real good. So wouldn't think about it. She's not going to take long on this one. She's going to doesn't look like it anyway. Charleston's pointing out the possibility of playing the hit and roll off the other one, but I think Selena's going to say, hey, just threw this. But she didn't throw it very good, so I
know.
Understand.
Well, I mean, that double off the one in the 8 foot, I mean, it probably looks tempting, especially the way we're looking at it.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that's an awful small piece of the pie to be trying to get to now. But they've seen this number of times. You're looking for T-line weight. And...
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy shot, and they
No.
kind of must make shot here because chances are, if you don't make it, you're going to give up 2 or 3. It's not
Yeah.
like it's going to be you're going to miss and give up 1 because everything's so close and they're all just about the same distance from the center. So you either make it or you give up a mittful. So Selena negative now. And then starting early on this one, she got enough weight. Going hard. I'm not sure if she's got enough to get there. I don't think so. And she'll come up well short of the house. And Kerri Einarson will steal. Was it 3 or 4? I'm not sure. The back one might have been on too. No, we won't hang it up quick enough, but I didn't see it before they kicked it away. But
I'm pretty sure it was 4, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think so too. So Anderson will take a very commanding 6-0 lead into the 4th end here at the Saville Grand Prix. The Saville Curling Center in Edmonton. We'll be back after the break.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together.
Then the second one ended up being.
Yeah. Yeah, the second one was tough. So we're back for end number 4. Here in this final round robin game at the Saville Grand Prix, and a big change in the game in the last end, Terry.
Yeah, I mean you blank 2 to get to 3, and with the hammer and disaster hits. I mean, certainly there were a couple of calls that I think she would maybe like to have over again. But her first draw, I mean, she had to make that one, as you mentioned in our commentary there, that when she missed it, that was going to be the easy one. The second one wasn't going to be very easy at all, and it wasn't, and she came up light.
Yeah, just nowhere close, really. So it'll be tough now. You got to really work pretty hard. Got to get on the board for starters. And you really need to, ideally, you need about probably 3, but at least get a couple.
Yeah, you just have to do kind of a reset. And I mean, the good news is they're 3-0.
Yeah, that is good news.
I guess, in terms of getting back into the game, I mean, you're going to have to just let that evolve. But, I mean, the bottom line is just go out and try and make shots.
Yeah. So we've got the 2 corners set up.
Yep.
just about dead even and nice distance from the house. So good couple of stones there from Kristen.
So, given Kerri's situation here, she's got 2 in the rings, and the opposition's got 2 corner guards. What do you think her thinking is here, going behind the corner guard?
Yeah, it's a great question. Actually, I don't know that I completely even understand why you would do that. I think you're going to peel those corners in a minute, or start to peel those. So I don't know why you just don't go tight to yours in the center of the sheet.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of Kerri's next. I guess if she's plotting her own strategy, that's kind of her next move, is getting rid of corner guards.
Yeah. It just surprised you a little bit. I'm even a little bit surprised by this one. She's playing the hit and roll, probably the double and roll, I guess, but I thought she might just play the straight draw around the corner. This one's going to roll too far, and you're going to lose. Yeah, almost made it perfect. Einarson will try to make the double here. Joanne Courtney.
Yeah, she got that rock behind the corner guard. I think you and I would have maybe got there a little differently.
Yeah.
Because she's losing,
Joanne Courtney.
Yeah, she got that rock behind the corner guard. I think you and I would have maybe got there a little differently.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty simple to remove, unfortunately for Selena.
I wasn't able to find it in your Apple Music.
It's my watch. I don't know why these things happen. Going hard on this. I don't know if she's got enough weight to get there.
No,
either.
she doesn't. Yeah.
In a struggle here for Team Law so far.
Yeah, you have these games all the time, and I mean, this is what they talk about. When you're challenged mentally with your game. I mean, you have to fight through it.
Yeah. Kerri's decided to stay on the offense here. Reason being, I guess, that she really can't get rid of all of that stuff out front. So, and figures I might as well go ahead, come around.
Yeah, I mean,
plus the Laws rank isn't making any of these draws. So
I was gonna say, I mean, the Team Laws just not on their game, and
Val Sweeting throwing this one. You get half buried at least, which does the trick, I think. So good shot. Looking to be a little deeper, but not very much. So that would be good enough, I think.
We having a mini earthquake out there? Or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, these are tough games to play. I mean, you just got punched, and
yeah,
you kind of feel like you just maybe lost your best friend who's moved away and across the ocean, and
yeah. So Jocelyn Peterman playing the out turn. Needs to curl and it needs to slow down.
Yeah, I'd take the slow down first.
Yeah. And she's a little bit heavy and will slide right through the house. Einarson now will just look to move that one up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Asked Val to throw T-line weight. I mean, you just look back at, some of the shots, Team Laws tried to come around a guard, an end or two ago and ticked it off the center line, and so they had to remove their rock. I mean, they've missed some draws. It really has been a tough goal.
Yes, it has. See Kerri helping sweep that out the back. It didn't do what she wanted, so she'd rather not have it at the back and serve as something for Team Loss to use as backing.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little heavy. Val threw that, obviously, just right through the house. She was looking just for her T-line, as you mentioned.
Yeah. Jocelyn gets a second chance to make this.
Yeah, she'll be close this time, I think. She was pretty close last time, but I think it'll be better this time. Still a little lazy out there, but here it comes. Very nicely done for Jocelyn Peterman. Certainly can be gotten, but still a nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, Kerri's got a catcher there on the side. It's her own rock, so I think just as a visual, it makes it a little bit more pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you get an extra hour of sleep tonight, buddy.
Oh, do the clocks go back tonight?
I believe they do.
Okay. Well, that's good. So especially for these late games.
Yes.
Joanne Courtney looking to get that one by.
Yeah, she
No
does.
problem for Kerri. One thing about Kerri, you can just about count on any time she's throwing a takeout that she's going to be very, very close to making it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a nice throw. She could only see about half that rock, so it wasn't just a wide open one.
Mm-hmm.
Girls going to try this again, see if they can get it to hook in there a little bit better. They were close the last one. Selena might be happy if she could just hit the house. She's just struggled there a little bit. So,
yeah.
Reminder to everybody: you can watch all these games across the Curling Stadium Edmonton site on YouTube, and some of them have commentary. Not all of them have commentary, but with 10 sheets, it's pretty hard to have commentary on all 10 sheets. So, but you can see the games and check out where your favorite team is playing, and you can also like and subscribe to our site on YouTube, which helps us out in the long run as well. Selena Negevin throwing an outturn draw. Trying to get a little tighter to the guard.
Yeah, I think if she makes this good, I mean, I think Kerri just either chokes off the run raise on the red one, or she's short. Doesn't matter.
Troubles continue for Selena.
Yeah.
Just can't seem to find it. And really, that shot there, too, that's an area that they've played a lot of shots now, so you'd think she could handle the speed. Sometimes when you don't get that draw weight early, you can be chasing it for an entire game. It just nothing feels right. You add a little, you take a little off, and everything, and just nothing works. So that's about where she's at right now.
Yeah.
Kerri Einarson probably trying to go around here. I don't imagine she's trying to tap here. I think she's probably trying to just go around and make it good, and let Selena try to draw the button to score.
Mm-hmm.
And to score one, which is not enough.
Exactly. It's a long climb, one at a time.
It is. So you do the math, you'd have 5 ends to score, and you lose by 1. Anyway.
So you're saying there's no hope.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to look that way, but she'll hang in, see what happens. This is going to be a good shot by Kerri Einarson, I think. It looks like it's
Yep.
She squeaks it by. She does. It's perfect. Wow. When things are going good, they're going good. And when they're not, they're not. That's for sure. Really tough shot coming up here for
is it ever?
Negative.
Yeah, because she has to throw, back 8, back 12, wait to make this shot.
Yeah, there's not enough of those. I can't see enough of the button to outdraw it even. So
yeah.
So she's going to have to move that one, which obviously just complicates the process a little bit more.
Yeah, I got 14-4 on Kerri's last rock to the top of the button there.
That's a nice speed. Nice playable speed. And they didn't really do too much with it. A little bit of sweeping on the way down, but 14-4 is a good speed. That's a pretty common number, I think, for these events. So looking for probably back 4 foot weight on this, probably somewhere around there, back 4, maybe back 8 at most. She has to stay as well as remove the yellow.
I think she needs every bit of back 8, because the ice that she took, that was, I mean, if we go back to her draw in the whatever third end, I mean, she's on the front one.
And she is. Weight was pretty good, I think. Just never ever had a chance.
Yeah.
And we just hang on here for a second. There's a pretty good chance we aren't going to be playing anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
And sure enough, they will shake hands. Had a couple of very short games the last couple games, Terry. But
that's right. That's right.
Team Laws Team Laws just couldn't get it going in this one at all.
Yeah, we've had some really great games over the course of this season, and but that's not going to go in the files of. Let's archive that if your Team Laws. Can we blow that tape up and pretend it never happened?
Yeah. So Team Einarson will win this game 8-0 over the Team Laws and move to 3-1, and Laws will drop to 3-1. And we would love to explain to you where we were at as far as the playoffs go, but we don't know, to be honest, I guess is what we can tell you. We just know there's going to be a whole lot of teams probably tied, and they will have to look at some tiebreakers to determine for what tomorrow's playoff will look like. And for now, we will sign off for the night. Thank you very much for joining us. We had quite a few people watching the game tonight, like us, expected to see a really good game. It just didn't end up happening, but that's curling. So from the Saville Curling Center here in Edmonton, for Terry Corbin, I'm Jim Nix, and we will say good night and see you tomorrow.
Good night, folks.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Bye.